Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Monday, August 17th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to CATEX TV. An airplane with 54 people on board that crashed into the mountains of eastern Indonesia was also carrying, in addition to its passengers and crew, about $500,000 in government cash for poor families to help offset a spike in fuel prices. Smoldering wreckage of the Trigana Air Services turboprop plane was spotted early today. It's in a rugged area of the easternmost province of Papua. There was no immediate word of any survivors. Postal workers were on board escorting the 4 bags of cash totaling about $469,000 in government fuel aid. The ATR-42 twin turboprop was flying from Jayapura to the city of Ashgabil when it lost contact. Trigana Air has had 14 serious incidents since it began operations in 1991, losing 10 of its planes in the process. It has been on a European Union blacklist of banned carriers since 2007. Beijing this morning ordered a nationwide crackdown on workplace safety to correct all irregularities. This 5 days after the huge explosion in the port city of Tianjin that has killed 114 people and left 70 missing. This death toll is going to go up. The prosecutors have been tasked with investigating possible dereliction of duties and abuse of power that may have contributed to the 2 huge blasts on Wednesday night. The Premier of China, Li Keqiang, said, "We must thoroughly investigate the incident and hold accountable all those responsible." The death toll includes at least 21 firefighters, making the disaster the deadliest for Chinese firefighters in 6 decades. This toll is going to be higher because of the 64 missing. The majority of them are, in fact, firefighters. Chinese units of the European Insurers Alliance in Zurich said on Friday they have already received claims for unspecified damages from customer companies in Tianjin after the 2 big explosions at the port. Zurich General Insurance Company China said to Reuters that it had received claims from companies, including those operating on the property and cargo sectors. It didn't identify who they were. And this has had a big economic ripple effect. Foreign companies have suspended operations around Tianjin as officials scramble to contain the toxic fallout of last week's deadly chemical explosions. There are some interesting photographs in the Daily Mail. It looks like a hazardous waste site in this area. Toyota, which has operations near the zone, said it has suspended 3 production lines, which account for over half of its Chinese capacity. Panasonic has a product development center 3 miles from the blast site. It's kept its offices closed again today. Hong Kong-listed logistics company Singamas Container Holdings has 2 depots close to the blast. It's lost contact with 1 employee and has suspended operations there. The U.S. farm equipment maker John Deere has also reportedly suspended its Tianjin operations. Automakers have been hit hard because Tianjin is one of China's major ports for car imports. Thousands of Volkswagens, Toyotas, Hyundais, and Renaults were decimated. The president of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, who reported last week, has been the subject of street protests because of a attempt to change the Constitution unilaterally so he can run for office again. Today declared a state of emergency over increasing activity in the Cotopaxi volcano near the capital of Quito. Volcanic eruptions over the weekend sent ash about 15,000 feet high, and a number of villages in the immediate area have been evacuated. The Indian budget airline Indigo finalized an exceptionally large order for 250 single-aisle Airbus 320neo jets on Monday. This is one of the biggest orders ever in Airbus's history. At list price, the jets could cost $26 billion. India is expected to become the 3rd largest aviation market globally by 2020. Despite its projected growth, airlines in India are generally unprofitable due to high fuel costs and stiff competition. Except for Indigo, most other airlines, including the state-owned Air India, have been incurring huge losses and are in financial distress. There's a front-page article in today's New York Times saying that the Obama administration has warned Beijing about the presence of Chinese agents in the U.S. who are secretly attempting to pressure prominent Chinese expatriates to return home. Citing government sources, the Times reported that Chinese efforts are part of a global program called Operation Fox Hunt to coerce Chinese expats and fugitives into returning home. The Chinese view such tactics as part of a broader campaign against corruption under Chinese President Xi Jinping. More than 930 suspects have been repatriated, including more than 70 who have returned voluntarily this year. The U.S. CIA has spies in China, and there are Chinese operatives in the U.S. whose goal is to steal military and industrial secrets, but the recent program differs in that Chinese agents are in the U.S. with the aim of returning home alleged dissidents. The Obama administration is warning to Beijing is likely to increase tensions between China and the U.S. in advance of a visit by the Chinese president to Washington next month. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.